Hello, citizens. Welcome to Loitering Wonderland episode 59. Just a heads up, I'm kind of going to just read to you real quick. There's a confusion alert. This episode was recorded 6/12/14. It was originally an episode of the Phoenix West Show back when that was a video review show for movies, but now it's been replaced as episode 59 for LAW, because the reason it has been ignored until almost a year to the day is because the video audio was just so out of sync. But since I'm just going to put that up as an audio show for the LAW audience, it doesn't really matter. So this is kind of like a lost episode from way a year ago. This is 6/12/14, and today, right now as I'm recording, it's 6/15/14. 15/15, excuse me. It's the year 15. It's basically June 12th, 14 to June 15. So a little over a year and 3 days. But, so it doesn't really matter, though. I'm just going to go ahead and post it. I'm going to post the original video to YouTube if you can bear it long enough for being out of sync. It's really, really off. I don't care enough to fix it. I'm just going to go ahead and shove it out. If you really want to watch the video and watch me look like an asshole, that's fine. I just have zero desire to fix it, so deal with it. So without further ado, I present to you Snitch, a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson video show I did a year ago and 3 days. So, theme song. Positive is a good thing, right? It's not like, what? Why do you put this the one time positive is bad? This is, no, I don't. Okay, yeah, I can come back in. I just positive. I mean, I celebrated a lot. I did a lot of weird shit last night because I thought it was in the clear. Oh shit. Hey guys. Hi. Welcome to the Phoenix West Show. This is episode 4. Never mind that. Today I watched Snitch because I wanted to watch Snitch. I'll be honest. There was no agenda here. I've only seen a couple Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies, as they call him, he's basically like the Michelin Man at this point. He's as muscle on muscle. It's getting kind of gross. He's just bulging veins coming at the camera. A 3D movie with him would be scary. You just pulsating veins. But yeah, I thought I was gonna hate it because I don't really, like I said, I hadn't really seen a whole lot of his movies, but it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. I had seen Fast 5. That might be the only The Rock movie I've seen. I haven't seen Fast 6 yet. I feel like I've seen him in more, but I don't think I have. Yeah, so I expected it to be terrible, this movie, and it was kind of alright. The movie was about this this kid gets arrested for dealing drugs, meaning he accepted them over basically this, over like, I think he's on Skype. He accepts drugs into his house and gets arrested and is going to go to prison for 10 years. And he won't rat out on his friends like his friend ratted out on him. So enter Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who basically does this the whole movie. This is a scene. What if I do it for my son? Yeah. And drifts away into the next scene. There's a lot of, okay, I don't accept that. Like, a lot of stoic. They're clearly, it's the same thing that Schwarzenegger in movies suffer from, is how do we get this big lumbering dude to fit in, like look like a normal guy that has like a normal job in this movie construction. I think for Schwarzenegger's case in that Christmas movie, I think he's a mattress salesman, right?
Jingle All the Way. This one, he's a construction guy, which honestly was the best choice I could have made because he's a big dude. He does construction. He has all these trucks. And that's the basic plot, is he's got to get his son out of prison. He's going to minimize his sentence because there's mandatory minimum sentencing going on, which is bullshit. Because as you may know, the average sentence for a first-time nonviolent drug offender convicted under the federal mandatory minimum sentencing laws is now longer than the average sentencing for rape, child molestation, bank robbery, and manslaughter. I just had that memorized. In case you don't know, they tell you at the end of the movie. I don't know where I'm going to put those little logo things, like the picture thing. Here looks like a good spot, right? But yeah, the movie wasn't that bad. It avoided most of the cliches. He wasn't like a crazy action star. He starts doing these drug deals with a whole slew of people from shows I love. And this has got Omar from The Wire, the wife from The League. Who else is in this? The black dude from Lost, whatever his name was. I feel like there's more. It also stars Barry Pepper. It's not from a TV show, but Barry Pepper, he's basically like baby Hulk Hogan. He's got this thing, probably known Yalo, and he looks like he's been in a hotel room for like 3 weeks, and he sounds like Hulk Hogan. He just trying to be Hulk Hogan, which is, I almost want to believe that when he read the script and he's like, oh, The Rock's going to play the guy I'm helping? Because Barry Pepper is like an agent. He's a cop, whatever outfit they're from. I forget. I watched this like 2 days ago. But I feel like he read it and was like, oh, The Rock's going to be in this. You know, it would be fun if I pretended to be a wrestler from yesteryear. We kind of get to see him, but they don't ever go head to head. Instead, The Rock goes head to head with Omar from The Wire, who dies. He flat out kills. And then Benjamin Bratt, who I believe is channeling his inner Johnny Deppiness. He's Johnny Depp in this movie. He's got the glasses, he got the goatee thing, he's like ducks like this. He ducks like he's almost Native American, but he's Mexican cartel, I guess. I have very minimal notes because, like I said, I actually did enjoy most of this movie, which almost makes me think I'm going crazy, or it was just an alright movie. There's a lot of the action scenes are handheld as fuck. There's the camera that's doing the Braveheart thing, and the worst case example of that is the movie. Am I really gonna blank on this? The Jake Gyllenhaal one where he's a cop. End of Watch. Where, oh my god, it's like cameraman just everywhere. Cameraman could not sit still. But this movie wasn't that bad. The Rock is wearing like these button-up shirts all the way down, so you can't see any of his muscles. It goes just shirt, and you can't see any of his muscles. So he just looks like a normal guy, like a big tall dude. And his ex-wife's a total bitch to him, and he blames her for the kid fucking up. Fucking up meaning accepting a package over Skype and through the mail. His current wife is the wife from Ruxin's wife, Nick Kroll's wife from the League. I like her. I like that show a lot. She's not the greatest actress, but whatever. I'll ignore it. John Barenthal was the other guy I was trying to think of. He's from The Walking Dead. This guy. Remember him? From when The Walking Dead was a good show? Before it went really downhill because he died. There's a lot of stuff like that going on. There's a lot of side characters that are fun. John Barenthal's an ex-con, starts to help Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm going to officially call him that every time. Starts helping him out. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm blanking because it was actually a good movie. There's nothing to make fun of, really. There's just a lot of... He does all these drug transports. The reason he gets involved with Omar with the drugs is because he has semis and he thinks he can help them transport for a lot less. And he's like, I'm going under, my business is going under. It's this lie. But really, it's just all in an effort to get his son's sentence minimized to under a year. And then he's doing all this with Susan Sarandon, who is a melting ball of wax in this movie. She's been going downward literally for years now. And I don't think she's that great of an actress sometimes. Sometimes she's pretty good. This time, this movie, not so much. She's kind of just... She has one line. I could not stop laughing. I don't know what the line was, but Barry Pepper says something to The Rock. They just kind of sit around. I know I'm going back and forth. The Rock, Susan Sarandon, and Barry Pepper just sit around. And then the secretary, who looks like Zooey Deschanel, just kind of sit there and talk. And everyone talks like these, I want to get my son out. There's nothing I can do to help you. There's nothing you can do to help you. I just want to get my son out. I just want to get my son out. He does that. That's when he gets serious. That's when he's like, can you smell what my character's cooking currently in this situation? It's anger. It's fed uppiness. And then, but they just sit around. And then the interesting and boring conversations. And then it moves on to the next scene. The end. End of that story. But The Rock starts getting involved with drugs. Susan Sarandon's the head of the she's like the federal magical court fairy who can make any deal in the world. Apparently she's on high. She has no limits. So The Rock starts moving drugs for these guys. It's kind of cool. They take their time. This movie takes its time. It's not rushed. I didn't feel rushed at all with it. He starts going to Mexico, kind of, and the final showdown is Benjamin Bratt finally gets involved. Barry Pepper was going to bust him when Omar was involved, but Omar said, hey, my boss is coming by next time. So they hold off on the bus, and Rock gets angry. And then The Rock makes a deal with Susan Sarandon, this melting ball of wax. The deal is, I do it when my son comes home today. And she goes, okay, this is a big catch, we'll do it. The Rock starts transporting stuff on the semi-truck. The semi-truck flips over because they find out that he was working for the feds or whatever outfit they are. And that, so Benjamin Bratt's people start knocking over the truck falls over. Everyone gets arrested. That's how it ends. Benjamin Bratt literally gets pulled over and arrested. Which made me believe when it said the very, very first thing you see is this is based on a true story. And I usually go, oh, bullshit detector. Boop, boop, boop. No, it's not based on a true story. This one, maybe. I don't think the semi fell over maybe nearly as dramatically. There was a cool shootout in the first transport he did where the cartel gets attacked by another cartel. A lot of shootout. And Dwayne The Rock Johnson and John Bernthal just flee. I'm looking at my notes. I'm sorry. There's a lot of cool scenes there. I don't know if it's based in reality. And this is going to be a really short episode. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. This wasn't that bad. I have nothing to say. I'll give it a 6 out of 10, which is... The problem with me is 6 is like, I liked it. 5 is I didn't like it. And 5 is easier to make fun of because I didn't like it. So 6 is kind of middle of the road where you're just like, yeah, that was a movie. And it makes me wonder if The Rock is actually a good actor because he wasn't bad in this. He doesn't suffer from the what that every other action star in the 90s did. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Stallone, Schwarzenegger. I feel like Wesley Snipes was a little too high-pitched sometimes. But not Jason Statham nowadays, where you're just like, I have to have subtitles on. I cannot hear him. The Rock, he's like more serious. He looks like he's actually enjoying himself as a person and an actor. But he's good. I had no real issues with him. I thought I was going to be like, oh, let's make fun of him. And I was like, oh, he actually, yeah. There's got to be another movie I've seen him in other than Fast 5, right? I do feel like I saw the other Fast and Furious movies, meaning I saw 1, I think, and I didn't like it. And then when I saw him involved, I was like, oh, and I watched it, and I enjoyed it. Fast 5, I enjoyed. I'm not an action guy. I don't like action movies that much. I can only think of like a dozen that I liked ever. Die Hard 1, 3, and Bad Boys are like the only ones I really love. That's about it. The rest of them are like action adventure, like Indiana Jones I love. But with that being said, The Rock, congratulations. you're all right. You get one Learning Wonderland award. I almost feel like I need to fill a little time. This movie wasn't that bad. This is a first. I mean, I'm only 4 episodes in, and this is a first. I'm already stumped. What do I do? What do I talk about? Oh, God. I really don't know. Let's go into the director real quick. His name is Rick Roman Wow. And despite the crazy foreignness of his name, he's from LA. And he directed this movie before called Felon with Steven Dorff and Val Kilmer, which is actually pretty good. It was about prison, and it's brutal. There's some brutal killing scenes in that. It's the scared I've ever been, like, watching a movie, be like, oh, prison looks scary. Like, American History X is like a more redemptive tale than this movie. This movie was like, people just get stabbed in the neck. Like, I think Val Kilmer gets stabbed the fucking death in the neck. Spoiler alert for Felon, an alright movie from a while ago. But there's a lot of people in this movie that were from TV shows, and I wonder if they did that on purpose. It's kind of what I liked watching about this movie, because John Barenthal, and then the girl from the Omar, and then the girl from the League, I cannot think right now. And just kept going and going and going. And I'm just like, all of my favorite shows have people represented, except for Breaking Bad. Nobody from Breaking Bad. They didn't have Mike. Maybe slip in like a Gus. I don't know. Somebody that would just do a little side role. It didn't happen. I'm just going to pretend that Barry Pepper is actually played by Jesse. I'm just going to go ahead and have to do that up here. This makes me wonder. There's a couple There's a couple other, rather. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies that came out that I just didn't watch. You know what? I just realized I have watched The Rundown and The Scorpion King. I did not watch Pain and Gain. Maybe that's good now. I doubt it. It's got his fucking name all over it. What's his name? Michael Bay. He did Empire State, whatever that is. He did Faster. That's the one I thought I was watching, I believe. And maybe that's the one that was bad. I don't know. That one got a 6.5. And it's the exact same poster. He just sits there and like with a gun. But it's the exact same poster as Snitch. You're fucking kidding me. Wow, it's almost... I gotta put both right here. Put them both side by side. It's almost the exact same poster. I'm kind of amazed. Anyway, keep this short and sweet. I would actually say watch it. Or not. I think your life will be no different. You will not remember this afterwards, but you won't be like, oh, and you'll just be like, I was engaged. It was a good story. He wasn't doing it himself. He wasn't doing it for himself, I should say, in a non-drunken manner. He wasn't doing all this for himself. Like, he wasn't being a big badass. He was like trying to save his son, get him out of prison. His son's played by John Mayer, I believe. I don't know who the fuck that guy was. His son is getting beaten all the time in prison, and he wants him out. That's it. Simple story. And then it gets complicated because of drugs. Drugs complicate things, guys. I don't know if you know that or not. Maybe I should read that warning again to you about the minimum sentencing. Maybe that'll set you straight. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll keep it short. And as always, tune in on iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube to this very channel for Loading Wonderland, Crime Like of Man, Midnight Wonderland, the other show, Midnight with Robert Shaw, Phoenix West Show. Hi. And then we have another one coming out. I don't know what it's going to be called yet. Kind of improv one with skits and shit. I don't know. Maybe I'll call it skits and shit. I don't know. It'll be lots of fun. Lots of characters, accents. We'll see how it goes. It'll be really short. It'll be like 20, 30-minute episodes. Once a week, maybe twice a week. I don't know. Haven't made up my mind yet. We're going to figure it out here at the studio. But yeah, donate on the PayPal button on loiteringwonderland.com. Loiteringwonderland.com. Donate now. So thanks for listening, citizens. Thanks for watching even more. Because I'm on video. I'm not used to that. I'm used to doing podcasts. Thanks for watching, citizens. Have a good day. And as always, be a snitch.